Okay.
We are live.
All right. Life is Great, episode 6. Just got the fresh fade. Okay, it's looking good. It's a little bit thicker on top, which I don't mind right now. We got the tournament coming up. This was the last one we won.
February 18th.
Okay.
It's this Saturday, April 29th. We're going to start off with the green drink per usual. We have a new one this time. This one, which it's green, same brand, Green Superfood, but it says alkalize and detox. Basically, it's the same thing, just plus cleansing herbs and spices. I swear, since this one, my vision gets better after I take it.
True story. Same company. We had the Energy Boost, which is a green one. We've had
the basic regular orange one because they didn't have the green tea one.
the basic regular orange
They
one.
didn't
and
have the
now this
boost,
one.
and then this one, and then also the one you first bought when you first had it.
Right, which was the maximum greens one. But this one's pretty good. You can get it at GNC, and it's alkalizing and detoxifying, which, you know, like, guys, I'm in the barbershop, and they want to talk about everything, you know what I mean? They want to talk about everything. But
It took us, like, it's been a little journey the last 6 months finding a good barbershop. I never really was looking for a barbershop my whole life, but those last, like, 6 months to a year I have. 'Cause I've been trying to get a fade and stuff, and we've tried 3 different places here. I tried 3 different places, and then finally went to this Into Cut, which is right down the street.
mm-hmm.
Which is right down the street. I went twice, and I think this is his second time. And it's
Yeah,
crazy. It's
but it's
crazy. I never knew like looking for the right barber was a real thing, but it's real.
Because you need that, more than just getting your hair cut, you need that whole experience, you know. I need the real barber spindle with the colors, the actual thing that spins, you know what I mean? The guys that, like, with the real, when you leave the barbershop, you smell like a barber. Okay, like the barber, that, like, it's key.
Barbershop
you know what I'm
talk, that you know
barbershop
they say that
talk.
it's one of those spots. It's called NDA Cut. You know what I
And
mean?
they cut. So if you're in Las Vegas, that's the place to go. But yeah, we got this tournament coming up. We got this tournament coming
You want a
up.
little more?
Yeah, sure. Been training hard. Did no-gi today. We just been training.
Yeah.
My man got 60 rounds in 5 days.
No, real talk though. Like probably the last 4 months, I've been getting like 30, 40 rounds a week.
A lot.
And that's just
Okay.
real shit. That's the truth. But this week I felt like a little bit, not much physically. And physically I have a lot of little injuries, but more just you can get tired of jiu-jitsu.
You can
know
get
what I mean?
a
You
little
get tired. So I had to take a couple of days off. I got on the treadmill last couple of days, and I felt it was coming Saturday, ready to fight.
Be fresh,
weight's
you know,
perfect.
be fresh. A lot of these guys, you know, they're training, and yeah, sure, you guys are in the gym 5 hours a day, 5 days a week, but you're not really doing much, and you kind of get burnt out a little bit. You want a lot of these guys, they're showing up. They look like they're showing up to the job. Like, man, I like this. This is the best part of my day. You know what I mean? You want to feel enthusiastic about it, and if you start to get burnt out, it's like you gotta, you know, take some. We don't even take days off.
Right.
Like he said, he went and got on the treadmill, or I'm going to go lift weights, or I'm going to go eat some sun and, you know, and do movement drills,
Right.
you know what I mean?
And since January, we had Naga February 18th. That's the one we won out here. Pan Am's March 16th. This April 29th. And Worlds June 1st. So it's never really stopped. And that does something to you. So, I can't get any more rounds in, at least for this 29th. And I know it's going to change the pick up even more for Worlds. So it's like, if you're going to give yourself a week, or not even a week. Like I said, I doubled up Monday.
Right.
It's only Wednesday, but
And he got on the treadmill, so there's
Yeah.
really no days
and
off.
not even telling him, I picked up the bar, put 210s on it, and just repped it out,
And just-
20.
and just got some reps.
We've been doing a lot of machines a lot of the times, and maybe we'll do one set of something, maybe dumbbells, or we started using more real bench press.
Right. Which
but-
it all helps.
Right,
you know,
but I do believe, you know, the machines, the pulley system helps you fight gravity. When you're doing free weights, you're fighting the weight and the gravity, so
And
it's
the-
harder. But we're about to do that once this tournament's over, get a nice weightlifting regimen in, just to really start putting on some strength. But it's hard, like I said, in between tournaments, it's only been a 4-6 week period in between. It's hard to, when you're ready to go fight, it's hard to really make a lot of gains. You're making
Yeah.
gains because you're training, but
Right.
you're doing a lot of specific stuff, you know.
And we're
it's hard for
training
me to
the art,
focus.
you know.
Yeah, focus on different stuff.
You want to get into a good flow. Just now, after today, I felt like I hit that stride of a flow in grappling. In each art, you're gonna get into a flow. But like what he's saying is, if I try to lift a bunch of heavy weights right now, that might mess up my flow. You know what I mean? Like for Saturday. So we'll implement the weightlifting regimen. One thing that my coach has said, you know, 'cause I've been talking to him more about powerlifting, and a lot of these guys are bricked up like that. They're built like that. And
A lot of testosterone.
a lot of testosterone, but you know, like he's working with one of my coaches, Casey, he's working with a chiropractor who's also a strength and conditioning guy, and he gave him some regimens. Basically, long story short, we do these power lifts, and what they do is, strengthen these muscle groups so that way, as you start to age and beyond age, just training, I mean, we're going for joints. So your joints are going to get messed up. I'm going for elbows and shoulders and necks and knees and ankles. So in order to build that solid strength to support the joints, you got to do this lifting. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got to do this lifting.
And so another thing, so the Las Vegas Open is in 3 days. Today's Wednesday, the 26th. We fight this Saturday. He's got seven guys in his division. I have 8, so I'll have to win 3 matches. He'll probably, I don't know how it works, maybe 2, probably 3. Someone will just get a bye.
We'll just bank on 3.
Yeah, bank on 3. Someone will get a bye. This is a nice big tournament. The one we did in Naga was a different organization. This is IBJJF, the same organization that I compete at Pans, and they have Worlds coming up. So it's a little bit.
It's the legit one.
It's more legit. The International Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Federation is the established jiu-jitsu.
When he wins these purple belts in the Worlds and whatnot, he's gonna start getting recognized. He's gonna start getting sponsors and whatnot.
That's the goal. But on top of that, just one more thing in jiu-jitsu. It's like something I've been noticing is, a lot of these guys, what they use, like for example, I'm not gonna say names, but what they use for other people, they know they have a mental advantage, right? I see a lot of guys, like for example, I'll just give you a good example. The other night I was in Robert Drysdale and Hanato groups. We had groups of 3, right? And what I notice is if someone's already has a black belt, they're technically better than you, right? So you can't come into it mentally beat as well. You're done. So a lot of these guys they use that edge. This guy named a black belt at Drysdale's. He has an edge over people, and he knows people are scared of him. He's like, I'm here every day. I know who's not scared, and I know who is scared. But then he goes with Drysdale, let's say, and he gives him the mental edge, and Drysdale's already better than him. And I see with a lot of these guys, and I tell the white belts, I'm like, yo, I'm already better than you. Real talk. Don't give me the mental edge too, man. You're hurting yourself.
Right. We might as well not even roll if you already are self-defeated in the mind.
Because you're already technically defeated.
Because you're already done.
You're technically defeated by the belt rank.
You got to give it your best shot every single time. You're going to get tapped. In the matter of a 7-minute round, if I get tapped the first 2 times and I continue to just have that self-belief and continue to give it everything I have, you might have already gassed in that first few minutes. And as long as I can maintain that morale and that fortitude of self-belief, I have a chance to win. You know what I'm saying? But you can't, like you're saying, it's you can't let other people have the mental edge just because of a certain belt or just because of this or that. You know what I'm saying? Real competitors don't do that. So, but life is great. Episode 6.
Yeah, episode 6. Gonna wrap it up. So like I said, just rested, ready for this tournament Saturday. That's it. Stay blessed. Keep pushing forward.